Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel where I dive deep into influencer culture to call influencers and various other people out for their crappy behaviors. I'm Sasha, and today I have an update for you guys on Emilie Kiser, because since my last video on her, a lot has happened, i.e. she's come back to social media, and
the internet is wholeheartedly divided.
More so leaning this way than this way. And since I did my first video kind of defending her actions, I want to do this follow-up video with her return to social media. We got a lot to talk about, so let's go, guys. Okay, so first of all, I had no idea who Emilie was prior to her son's accident. And that's what blew up. That's when she first came across my radar, because it was in the news, it was everywhere, influencer son drowns, all this stuff. And for me, looking at the parasocial fallout, which is what I covered in my last video, was really important, because I feel like a lot of the times we forget that influencers are also human, and we tend to dehumanize them and only think of them as this bright, shiny character online, when oftentimes that's not the case. They're just human. So my first video was covering the fact that so many people had these egregious demands right after this poor woman's son passed away, and it didn't sit well with me. However, now that she's come back to social media, Mickey is yelling. Mickey, come here. Come say hi to everyone. I got him. Oh, okay. You're gonna go lie down right away. Okay. Apparently he doesn't want a hug. To remember not to touch my face when there's cat fur flying around everywhere, because it's gonna get all stuck to my face. Our emotional support, Mickey. Now I have to remember what I was talking about. Mickey, you distracted us. It's okay. You're a cute distraction. That's all that matters. So if you're interested in my first take on this whole situation, on the parasocial fallout that followed her son's passing, I'll link it here, and I'll have it down in the description box, since I never remember to actually link it on screen, but I will try. But basically, after that happened, I was just really, uncomfortable, mind blown with all of the requests for the autopsy reports, for everything. And a couple people thought that I was advocating against the Freedom of Information Act that you guys have in the US. That's not it at all. And I'm so sorry if it came across that way. Not what I was trying to say. I was just saying, in the immediate aftermath of her losing her son, the fact that people were demanding all this information before the charges were filed, before an investigation could take place, before anything. Like, we're talking within days of her son's passing, there were all these requests for all this super sensitive personal information. I think that that is an unhealthy level of parasocial obsession. Now, it's wild to see now that she's come back to social media, the parasocial obsession on both ends of the spectrum, the positive and the negative end. It's just unhinged to watch, because there's some people who, no matter what she does, it's bitch eating cracker syndrome, like full-blown Beck syndrome here, and no matter what she does, it's never going to be good enough. If she addresses her grief, if she doesn't address her grief, if she talks about him, if she doesn't talk about him, if she lives her life, if she sits and stares at a wall, no matter what, it's not going to be good enough. And there's all these people trying to police her grief. However, Reddit sleuths have also come to realize that she's been pre-filming content for months. We're talking like weeks after her baby passed away. She was already back filming content, not posting yet, but filming. And they figured this out based on her manicure and her nails and stuff like that. And just the timeline didn't match up with what she was posting, her going to, let's say, the store, she has beige nails, whereas this video where she's here, there, and everywhere, she's got red nails. And people started to clock that. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It makes me uncomfortable to think that just within a couple weeks, she was already filming these day in the life routines and this whatever. And for me, at the beginning, when she first came back and addressed that she wasn't sure if she was going to talk about her grief journey and she was going to open up slowly but surely over time as she felt comfortable and share what she felt comfortable sharing. I thought that was good, you know? Yeah, you don't have to come back and you make it your entire personality. But it's kind of been the polar opposite where she's come back and she hasn't addressed anything at all. And that's kind of weird as well, until recently when she did a clap back at the haters, aka Reddit, which I haven't watched yet. We're gonna go take a look at, but I wanna go through and look at how dystopian this whole thing is, because it really, really feels like that. It's this weird come back and film this rich, wealthy lifestyle, clean this clean home and all this stuff and pretend like nothing happened. But I also know that we're only seeing snippets of her day, and likely she is having mental breakdowns behind the scenes. And it's like, I don't know, it's a really weird dynamic because you know that's probably happening. She is human, she is a mother, right? She's probably grieving behind the scenes, but what we see on screen is this personality, this going out, doing this and that. And I'm not in the school of thought that she should be sitting staring at walls, right? I don't think that's healthy, and she has another baby. She needs to get up and get on with her life. But also, it's just weird. It's weird. I think we can all be there and agree that it's weird. It hasn't even been 6 months yet, and she's back acting like nothing happened. And I think that's where the big disconnect is. So let's jump over to Reddit and see what people have to say. Now, there are 2 Reddit subs. There's one in support of her, and there's one that's a snark page that's not in support of her. And I don't know if her snark page, is back up and active yet, or if it's still taken down, because after the tragedy and everything, they did take it down. So let's just take a quick look here. Let's open a new tab. Oh my goodness, look at this. A Gru and Gabe sighting in the McDonald's drive-thru. Wow, imagine being a Drew and Gabe fan and taking a selfie with them in the McDonald's drive-thru. We do. This is pre-dinner dinner. Oh my God. We do need a Drew and Gabe update. I know, guys, they've been unhinged and their baby is so exploited and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. They are a mess. They suck. Emilie Kiser, snark. Okay, no, the snark is back up. So I watched a little bit of DCP's video today while I was getting ready, and he made a really good point. We have the Emilie Kiser updates, the Emilie Kiser snark, and then just Emilie Kiser. And the Emilie Kiser, does Emilie Kiser, no snark, no updates, is a fan group. And they're really, really censoring the narrative. And I understand that because they are a support group for Emilie. So if you have criticisms, you should take it to the other groups. They're not here for that. But to censor the narrative and delete, block anyone who has anything opposing to say is kind of toxic. Whereas in the Emilie Kiser updates or the Emilie Kiser snark, they let the naysayers come on and be like, you guys are being meanies and you guys are so blah, 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 grieving mom, leave her alone. All the things, right? And they're allowed to say what they have to say. So take that with a grain of salt, take that with what you please. But let's go ahead and listen to her video addressing the haters. And I love it when influencers open with, I don't even know if I'm going to end up posting this. And I'm going to try to. Like, oh my gosh. And apparently recently there's been a video where Brady's voice was heard in the background. So she like uploaded 2 different versions of it, but it was like very similar. It's just his voice was out of the background. And it's like, girl, you're wearing your wedding ring. You're talking about having more babies one day. We know you're still married to him. Yes, he is hated by the internet and will always be, which is why it's so wild to me that she thinks it's the best move to come back to social media so soon. And it's just, yeah, weird. Dystopian, right? Okay, so let's take a listen to... not what I wanted to do. Okay. So we're going to take a listen to her addressing the haters and just, see what she has to say. I've never watched this. Can I speed this up? And also, she has gained 2 million subscribers from this whole thing, from coming back to social media. And a lot of people are praising her and stuff. And a lot of people are also being hypercritical of her, which I understand. I see all sides of the story.
And I'm gonna try to keep it like short and sweet, but I am very much grieving and I'm very much going through a lot right now. Just want to say, like, you are seeing such a small sliver of my life right now. I'm not sharing my kids anymore. Therefore, I'm not sharing Teddy and I'm not sharing Trig. I'm doing my best and I'm showing a very small portion because I'm not ready to share other things. I'm not ready to talk about other things, and that is okay. Those are the things that I am unpacking in my therapy sessions and with professionals and with my family. Those are not things that I think I should be coming on the internet and unpacking with millions of people. And I know that there are so many things that I could be talking about right now. Trust me, it is on my mind with what happened to Trig, but I'm not ready. And while I feel ready to...
Okay, I see what people are saying. Why are you cutting yourself off? She's not even doing the whole like cutting herself off where she's like starting the next sentence. She's just cutting the sentence so short. Like, I understand she was probably taking really long pauses. That's fine. Get the whole word in at least.
Return to work in some sense of normalcy. I am not ready to talk about anything about what happened to him. Very much processing the loss of my son. But I still think it's important to share this because I'm just not ready. And like, I kind of tried to set that boundary when I first came back. Everyone is entitled to say what they want about my grief journey, my behavior, but I also want to give you the perspective that no matter what, you are not seeing the full scope of things. I'm sharing the moments that I can bear to film and that I want to film because it kind of helps me step out of my reality for a second and do my job, which I very much enjoy. I genuinely enjoy content creation. That's why I do it. And I sometimes forget that because of social media, we've warped this perspective of people's lives that we genuinely feel like we know them and like we know what their whole life looks like, when in reality, we're seeing maybe like 5% of someone's life, and it's what they choose to share. So right now, I'm choosing to share the days that I'm getting through. I truly just want to give the perspective that like, unless you have lost someone and gone through grief, you will not understand what you would do or how you would act because you just have never had to be in that position, and I hope you never have to be. I mean, everybody loses someone or something at some point in their lives, but losing a child is literally the worst pain, and I would not want anybody to go through it. For people to say, if this were me, I would just be crippled and I would be thinking about them all day and I wouldn't be able to continue on. Do you not think that everywhere I look in my house, I don't see my child? His photos are everywhere. His artwork is everywhere. I love that because he's my child and I never want to forget him. But I'm not showing that on camera. I'm not showing you all those things. I'm literally just trying to do anything to bring a little bit of joy to my life right now. So I don't know. I know I don't need to get on here and necessarily like defend myself, but literally could not be further from the truth of my life.
Okay. I mean, fair. She had some good, valid points there. I think we can all be there. Like, yes, we only see very little snippets of her life. We only see this what they want to show us. But again, it's this feeling like everything's okay. And for me, the real ick was the pre-filming content and the fact that she was filming like within weeks of her son passing away. That makes me feel really, really uncomfortable because it's like, I understand wanting to get back to normal, wanting this sense of normalcy, getting back to work, getting into a routine again. I understand all of it, but it's like, at the same time, I don't know. And people are so harsh on her because yes, she should have got a pool fence, absolutely. But she chose to fence in her pool furniture and it's like, it's such a mess. Someone called that she would do this. I think when the attention dies down, she sees all the negativity increasing because it is quickly. Then when she's desperate for the attention, she'll bring Trig back on as the star of the show and have herself having a breakdown. Mark my words, it's coming. This is not healthy. Who cares about someone putting tons of product on their face, tapping products repeatedly while doing it, and out shopping every day? That isn't content creation. Her husband, yes, see, thank you. claim to be a content creator. And I don't know, this whole like lifestyle influencer, they're all the same. They all do the exact same thing. And it's like, I don't know. Her husband should get a job. It's all bizarre. The neglect, no pool fence, not putting the net on the pool, and allowing a toddler to play unsupervised by their huge pool, causing the child to pass, lying to police, but still wanting brand deals and to collect millions of dollars doesn't sit right. Nobody should look up to people like this. I think the Trader Joe's video really did it for her. People are finally starting to question what we're actually witnessing. And sorry, but every single thing she said in that video was straight from the comments she's read, whether defending or criticizing her. She's literally responding to Reddit through a PR cry. You feel like you really know someone. Girl, you're the one telling your followers you love them. Yep, this whole thing felt fake and performative. She's nervous. People are finally seeing her for who she really is. Shake my head. Okay, I want to go look at the Trader Joe's video. The conundrum of filming yourself for millions, getting out of bed, taking your retainers out, brushing your teeth, washing your damn back and hair. Oh, feeding your dogs, etc. And then also having people think they know you. How strange. Yeah, legit though. You show your entire routine. Yeah, the Trader Joe's video was absolutely ghastly. It was super jarring and insensitive. You can't help but seriously question what type of person she really is. What happened in the Trader Joe's video? Now I'm curious to see if people are blowing that out of proportion. Sorry, we're not getting to more of the 494 comments here. I gotta go see that other video. Ah, no. Come back. Come back, Jack. See, but then you have this. This is weird. Stains on her bedding. Why wouldn't you show this? Shake my head. I'm assuming it means why would you show this? And this is weird. Like, this is so weirdly parasocial. Like, you had to zoom in to see that. And she also has a baby. Like, maybe it's spit up, for God's sakes. Surely this could be anything. Odd conclusion to jump to. And how far did you have to zoom in to look for this? Very far. I put my screen light up. Watch the video. It's clearer. No, it's not. This is weirdo. This weirdo is an Emilie stan trolling through here to make this sub, and those of us who criticize Emilie look bad and unreliable. EK stans are never beating the unhinged and uneducated allegations. It's okay, girl. We all have cum stains on our bed. It is what it is. But next time, edit that shit out, okay? Like, we don't need to see it XX. This is weird. Not sure why you're saying this with so much certainty, LOL. She has an infant. That's what I said. Spit up, breast milk, baby drool. It could easily be any of those things. Exactly. See, that's weird. Don't do that. That's weird. That is weird. Do I think it's a stan? No, not necessarily. I think it's someone with a really negative parasocial obsession with Emilie. Okay, so here's the one that people are having a really hard time with. I wonder if I can find it on TikTok so I can watch it. Let's take a look at this because people really don't like it. Okay.
Because we're going to the store together. I went to Trader Joe's the other day and it reminded me that all of their fall stuff came out. Fall is my shiz. I love fall. It makes me very happy. So we are gonna go to Trader Joe's together and look at all of their fall stuff. I am running very low. Also, I need a little perk up, so I looked in our fridge and I saw that we had one Witch's Brew Alani. I don't even know where this came from, honestly. Yeah, nothing quite hits like.
Should I start doing that? Every time I take a sip, I'll just go. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'll just make. Oh no, it is right here. I'm silly. Hold on. I want to do that because it's.
Also,
this is a mess.
Get in because we're going to the store together. I went to Trader Joe's the other day and it reminded me that all of their fall stuff came out. Fall is my shiz. I love fall. It makes me very happy. So we are going to go to Trader Joe's together and look at all of their fall stuff. I am running very low. Also, I need a little perk up, so I looked in our fridge and I saw that we had one Witch's Brew Alani. I don't even know where this came from, honestly. Yeah, nothing quite hits like the Witch's Brew.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't think we have that here. Do we? Maybe we do.
Also, it is 98 degrees. I don't really know why I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It's just who I am. Even if I know I'm hot, even if I know I am going to be profusely sweating, I will be wearing a sweatsuit. I am not the oldest daughter, but I am obsessed with this song. Look who I picked up. We're actually stopping for lunch right now because I realized that now that I'm drinking this caffeine, I am starting to get a headache. Where are they now? I am just gonna do, wait, what's it called? Pesto chicken. Can I please get that on a croissant panini press? Danny got herself a little yogurt parfait. This looks actually insane. Oh yeah, this bird is trying to tussle for our Fritos. Yeah. We made it. Also, so cute. We're starting off strong. Need these. These are the best smelling things ever. You gotta get the fun ones. I love that one. Ooh, 100%. Comes with texture. Definitely gonna try one of these. Pumpkin ravioli and butternut squash ravioli are a must. This is the best late night snack. And this is all the other fall frozen goodies that they have. I've never had this before, but I'm gonna try it. This is the cutest little setup ever with the candy corns. And we are definitely getting these. These are the best, but I already have these at home. This with the pumpkin bagels, 100%. Got all their classic like pumpkin baked goods. This stuff is so good. If you love French toast, and I already have these at home, but get these. I do not need any more baked goods at my house, but someone try these for me. They also have a maple streusel bread. This right here is the jackpot if you love the Trader Joe's candles and the pumpkin body scrub. This stuff is amazing. Fun that they're selling like a trio this year. All smell yummy, yummy, yummy. Always gotta get a spice cider. Okay, gotta get Wesley and Buster all the fall doggy treats. Absolutely getting them these. Love this packaging. I had these last year and they are so good. These would be so cute to give out on Halloween. So I'm gonna get a couple packs of these. If you've never had these, you need to. Unfortunately, everything I'm picking out is sugar. Giving Pillsbury. I'm not seeing the pumpkin cinnamon rolls this year. They also have all of these little pumpkin snacks if that's what you're into. We are all done at Trader Joe's. Everything that I wanted to. I don't personally feel like they got a ton of new stuff this year, which is fine because I'm happy with all the stuff they previously had. Thanks for coming with me. And now I have all the fall things in my house, mostly filled with sugar. Hope you have a good day.
What? Okay, let's see what people have to say. This is like nothing I have ever witnessed before. I'm truly bewildered. Also, the hand movements piss me off so much. Can you imagine what it's like hanging out with her? It's not the same because I don't have nails, because I butt my nails. It's a terrible habit, I know. I wouldn't be able to step foot in Trader Joe's. She used to get tea snacks there. She seems so unfazed. I don't understand any of it. Most of the criticism for this video is stemming from the fact that she just seems completely unfazed and normal, going like nothing's changed, you know, doing her quick cuts, her energy, everything. I don't know. When the denial phase is over and the crash out hits her, it's going to be so bad. Or am I giving her too much credit? I can't tell if she's dissociating or just white knuckling, as my mind cannot comprehend the idea that she just doesn't care that much compared to her public image. It definitely seems like a distraction, but I don't know if she has the capacity for it to ever truly hit her when she seems so far from reality in general. I mean, she is in therapy and stuff. Like, there is a lot we don't see. Fall is my shiz made me recoil. Like, girl, your son died 5 months ago and doesn't get to celebrate Halloween this year. But yeah, it's your shiz. Yeah, I didn't care for that either. Remember, everyone, she cried more about the TikTok ban than to T passing away. It's just off to me. Okay, so this is what the Emilie Kiser updates is saying. Let's go see what the Emilie Kiser sub is saying. So there's a post here that says, did Emilie come back too soon? I'm wondering whether she's truly processed the magnitude of what's happening, or if she's just carrying on with her TikTok as a way of coping, maybe through denial or distraction from reality. The worry is that everything she's suppressing could surface negatively later on. I think many people were surprised to see her back doing Get Ready With Me's and appearing upbeat so soon after the incident, which might be why she started acknowledging the tragedy more often in her recent posts. It seems possible that she jumped back into her routine to feel a sense of normalcy again. I just hope she's really doing okay. This commenter says, I think the fake it till you make it is a beyond acceptable response when dealing with a lost trauma too intense to handle. This person, 1, you don't know she's suppressing anything. You don't know her. You see about 5% or less of her life. The death of her son will never be 100% processed and moved on from. There would never be some perfect time when it's all processed, even if/when it were processed to the maximum ability. Again, we wouldn't know as we don't know her. 2, this is her job. So yeah, I understand where the criticism is coming from, where it's like, no, this is weird. Like, you're carrying on as though nothing has happened. But I also know that we do see such a little piece of her day-to-day routine. But what we do see is her carrying on like everything's normal, like nothing happened. And it just feels like a lot of people are saying like she's dissociated or like she just doesn't care. And I'm not in the school of thought that thinks that she just doesn't care. I think that she absolutely is grieving. She's in therapy and stuff like that. But I think that it's a really weird feeling to see her back acting like everything's normal, even if it's not. And I think that with her slowly acknowledging the grief more and more, that might give her a little bit of leeway. But at the same time, it's all just this curated content for social media. And is that okay? Again, I'm very torn with this, so I'm so curious as to what you guys think. Do you think she came back too soon? Do you think what she's doing is okay? Do you think it's weird and uncomfortable and dystopian like a lot of people do? What are your thoughts? Please share them down below. And that's really all I have for you for this. I just wanted to touch base again and just say that it's been weird. It's been weird, and I had been working on that other video for a while. I got it posted a little bit late in the game when it comes to this whole timeline and story and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think that, I don't know. I think that I agree. We don't know her personally on either end, fan or hater end of the spectrum. We don't know her personally. We only see so little of her day. But what we are seeing is really uncomfortable for a lot of people. And I think that's okay for people to be criticizing her and saying that it's uncomfortable. Where I draw the line is to say that she like isn't grieving or doesn't care about her son, because I think that's just not true. And I think those are just mean jabs that people are saying to like, I don't know. I don't even know why people would be saying mean jobs like that. But, you know, I think that she absolutely is grieving in her own way. But I also think that her coming back to social media is just like a really weird and wild thing to witness. And what she's posting and how she's presenting it all, I don't know. I'm so torn. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you like update videos like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the video for more just like this. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.